Hello and welcome. In this video lecture, we're going to talk more about the software serial and how to use it for reading and writing. Let's get started. So we start by opening a new file, a new sketch file, and we proceed as usual, #include software serial.h, and this time we are going to define software serial object. We call it S1 and we pass the initial variables 0 and 1. So if you open the Arduino board and you check the pins numbering and naming, you find that the first two pins on the Arduino Uno labeled with 0 and 1, they have the label RX and TX. They are used for stream reading and writing and communication between the Arduino Uno board and the computing device and or other devices that use serial communication. We are going to use these two ports specifically in future section when we are going to connect our Arduino Uno to ESP8266 Wi-Fi serial module. For the now, let's do it in a dummy way so that we are getting familiar with the API of the software serial. Software serial inherits from the stream class defined by the Arduino API, and this supports some functions like available, read and write. Let's see how to use them. So we start by saying that S1 should begin listening on port 9600, and then we can usually do something like this to make sure that the port is ready for reading and writing by saying while not S1 do nothing. So this way the execution of our loop function will wait till the ports are ready for serial communication in any direction. This is a nice trick that one usually finds in open source code and other coding libraries for sensors and actuators. And then inside the loop we say if s1.available, that says if there is data coming on the serial ports defined for software serial S1, then do something. We say s1.read. So let's write that down to some other variable. First, let's save our code by typing Ctrl and S at the same time and click save. So s1.read will return the data that has been read from the USB port, from the serial port, and we can bring that back directly to the same port. We say s1.write, s1.read. So now that the data that's coming from S1, you are going to redirect that and write it to S1 again. Usually when you have got two serial ports, you are going to do this trick to redirect from one port to the other. But in this case we're just playing with the API. Let's compile it. Uploading, done uploading, serial monitor. Nothing happens because no data is coming. Let's see if we can type hello in here, and here we're getting it. So these data that are being sent over this text field are being communicating back again to the serial output. So we can use this as a way of communication between the serial ports and each other. You can type some other command and so on. So it's reading whatever values are coming. In this case the data are not in the best form. Or in future examples I'll show you a concrete example of this technique. Just for the sake of this exercise, know that there is a technique to read and write and check the availability on data on different streams and serial ports. Thank you and see you in the next video.